I'm getting ready to start my last therapy appointment with my therapist before she goes on maternity leave. It's only 10 minutes. That's only 10 minutes of high intense interval training. I found this regimen online and a warm up, and then there's 2 circuits that you're supposed to do, and you're supposed to repeat each circuit at least twice. And I can only get through the warm up and one of the circuits one time. And that's about 10 minutes. And then I'm like, that's it. That's all I'm gonna do, because I don't wanna overdo it and burn myself out and then not do it at all. So this is either day 3 or day 4 of me doing it pretty regularly, meaning I've done it every day. And as far as exercising and working out, I usually do pretty well, right in the beginning. And then as soon as I hit the week of my period, I lose it all. Because when I'm on my period, I just can't do any of it. And then it's hard to get back into it. Anyway, I'm so out of breath. I'm just very barely sweaty. But yeah, now I'm gonna calm down. And hopefully my dizziness goes away soon. Because like I mentioned earlier, I always feel dizzy immediately afterwards, which is part of the reason why I hate to work out so much. Happy Saturday morning. I don't know why I didn't catch you guys up on my therapy appointment the day that it happened, but we'll do that now. So I met with my new therapist very briefly just to say hello. I really like her so far. She's an older woman, which I am looking forward to because that means she has a lot of experience, and she's also continued her education. So she was telling me that about a couple of different certifications that she's gotten recently and the one that she's currently working on. So I think that's a really good sign when a healthcare provider is continuing their education and not just being well, I already know everything I need to know. I also noticed she had a Tibetan singing bowl in the background, which was cool because I like Tibetan singing bowls. I've got a few myself. Shout out to Katie for giving me those a few years ago. But I just really like her. I like her vibe. I'm excited to get working with her. And I don't have to wait very long because it's this week. It's literally a week from when I met her. So I haven't had to wait at all. I get to literally keep my same day, my same time. I'm just switching over to a new therapist. And she, just in and of herself, has more education, more experience than my former therapist. And my former therapist was great. I loved her. So I feel good about it. And with the way that my former therapist was talking, I don't think I'll have an opportunity to go back to her when she's back from maternity leave, because things are kind of changing for her. She's taking on less clients because she's moved into a supervisor position for the time being, which is fine. I'm happy for her. But yeah, so it was really good. I'm excited to get started. And I still haven't heard from the cardiologist. If I still haven't heard from, well, it's the weekend, I won't. So I'm going to call them on Monday just to see if I keep having stress dreams about the cardiology appointment. For some reason, it's so weird, but I had another one last night, last night was just full of really weird dreams. But like one of the dreams last night, I had 3 infant babies. They were mine, and I was like, I don't know how to do this. I was like, how do I pick them all up at the same time? And I was like trying to figure out how to like carry all of them and all of their stuff to like where we needed to go. So it was so weird. It was so weird. But yeah, happy Saturday. I am taking a very easy morning, and then I have work this afternoon. I'm having bad heart stuff happen all last night and this morning, so I'm just ready for it to be over. The heart stuff. I don't know if it's because I slept like crap last night or what, but I have not had a good morning. I don't know why. I've just felt really low. I don't know. I did everything that I normally do, and I just was like, I'm not feeling this. But all day, I just like keep thinking about Christmas decorations. I'm normally someone that does not decorate until the day after Thanksgiving, but I'm feeling it this year for some reason. Like the decorations, I don't know. So now I'm at Target. I'm gonna go in. There's also a Ross and a Five Below nearby. So I don't know, maybe I'll go walk around, look at some Christmas decorations, and maybe that will make me feel better. Let's hope. Me. As I was heading up towards checkout, one of the cashiers like waved me over, and he's like, over here, miss. And so I got up there, and he's like, or I'm sorry, like if those are your pronouns or something like that. I was like, that works, it's not a big deal. And he's like, okay, cool. And so then he saw my shirt, and he's like, or I guess I could call you Crazy Cat Lady. And I like laughed, and then showed him like the little secret message, and he laughed. He got a big kick out of that. And then he decided to tell me about a couple days ago when there were these 2 women who assumed he didn't know Spanish and said like that he looks like the F slur. And he was like taken aback, like he couldn't believe that like 2 people would talk about that like right in front of him, even if they assumed he was in a different, that's a spoiler for what I bought. What was I even talking about? The cashier, he was taken aback. He couldn't believe that like they would say something like that like right in front of him, even if they assumed he didn't speak Spanish, which I'm like, this is Phoenix, like so many people speak Spanish, especially like the F slur in Spanish is not really that much different than how it is said in English. So then like after the transaction or whatever, he told them in Spanish like, I hope you have a great day, don't forget to wash your hands. And he said that like the look on their faces, like realization that they had heard what he said. He was super cool though. And then as I was leaving, he's like, all right, have a great day, miss, because of like my shirt. It was so funny. I was like, you are so sweet and so fun. And I didn't tell him this, but I was like, I was having such a sad little like boo-hoo morning, and now I feel a little bit better. So thank you. So shout out to, so shout out to the cashier at Target. You were a doll, and I love you. Okay, so real talk real quick. I have been open in the past about how, like, generally speaking, I'm not the most happy in life, the most fulfilled, satisfied, whatever. And it's just a fact. It is what it is. And that's why at the end of my videos, when I say like, be safe, be well, I hope you find ways to enjoy your life, I'm mainly saying that to myself because I do try and find little ways to bring joy into my life, because like, what else is the point? One way that this like manifests, or one way that this is like related, is that there are things that like I want to do in life, but I always like put them off until this like imaginary time in the future. Like, oh, I can't do that yet. I'm gonna wait until X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm gonna wait until I'm in this other part of my life. And it's totally stupid because there's no guarantee that I will ever get to that place, whatever that place is for whatever that specific thing is. Like, there's no guarantee that the conditions will ever be met. There's no guarantee. Like, another part of that is like, oh, I don't want to start this tradition, or I don't want to have this experience until I have like a partner or something. And it's like, well, there's no guarantee that I'll ever have a partner. And that's true. I mean, lots of times, anytime I've expressed this to friends, they'll be like, oh no, of course you'll find someone. There's someone for you. And it's like, that's not a guarantee. That's not actually something that's like a for real, like guarantee. It's just not a guarantee. Is it a possibility? Yes. Is it a big possibility? I hope so, but there's no guarantee. So it's really, really stupid on my part to like hold off on these superfluous, or frivolous is a better word, things, experiences. It's stupid to hold off on these until like some maybe moment in my life. Okay? Does that make sense? Have I just rambled? Doesn't matter. One of these things is buying my own Christmas tree. Like having like a legit sized Christmas tree. Because in the past I've had like tabletop ones, you know, they're cute. I like them. But for the past few years specifically, I have wanted a Christmas tree that was all my own. Because like I have my family's Christmas tree that I set up every year and I decorate, and it's lovely and I love looking at it when I go into the other parts of the house. But like for my room, my sacred space, I've wanted like a good sized Christmas tree. But I keep putting it off in hopes that one day I would have a place of my own, whatever that means. And so I just have never done it. And so today I was just like, why do I keep doing that to myself? Why don't I just go buy the stupid Christmas tree? Just go buy it. Like, I can afford it. I have money in my bank account to pay for it. And there's no guarantee that even that will be true next year. You know, like I don't have any idea. I don't know how many more years I'm going to have to sit through, how many more holiday seasons I'm going to have to sit through alone, waiting, you know, like to have something that is not even guaranteed to ever happen for me, okay? And this isn't like, oh, pity party and Lizzie. It's just being realistic. Because I am a Pisces and I do spend a lot of time dreaming, right? And that's fine, but then I gotta come back to reality. This is a very long way but also it's important. It's also something that is like matters to me. But I bought a tree today. I'm pretty sure it's 5 feet tall. No, it's 6 feet tall. I bought a tree taller than me, and I'm gonna put it right over here. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Today is literally like November 15th. Like, I never do this. I am usually like wait until at least the day after Thanksgiving. But like F Thanksgiving, I don't even care about Thanksgiving. I'm the type of person, I like the holiday season, but I hate holiday specific days. Like the day of Thanksgiving, the day of Christmas, I hate those days because there's all this pressure. There's so much pressure to like have it be right. And I just like, I can't stand it. And also I'm really lonely. Like that's just straight up the truth, is I am a lonely person on every holiday. And every holiday season that comes around, I think this will be the last year that I am by myself. And then the next year comes up and I'm not. I'm still single. And that's fine because I'm my own best friend. I genuinely am. I spend all my time with myself, and that's fine. But it's not, I want more. I want more experiences. I want new experiences. So I'm going to start just doing stuff for me and stop waiting for these X, Y, and Z things to happen, okay? Oh my gosh, that was so long-winded. Let me show you what else I got. So, you know, in like the like $1, $3, and $5 section right at the beginning of Target, I saw these little wreaths and I thought they were so precious. And I'll probably jazz them up with like some something. Ooh, I could even wear it as like a, that's a look. So I bought 2 of these. They were $3. And I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with them, but I thought they were just super pretty. I'm going to keep this on my head as long as it will stay. And then I got this cute little, isn't it so cute? And it was only $3. I couldn't resist. But I don't have a plant to put in it. So, gosh, I guess I'll have to go buy a new plant sometime. But I'll hold off on that for a couple paychecks. All right, now let me show you the tree. Okay, this is what it looks like. It was only 60 bucks. Like, it was only 60 bucks. There were smaller trees for like double the price. And I was like, why are the other ones so much more expensive? 250 clear mini lights, so they're not colored. 558 tips. What does that mean? That like the tips of the branches, maybe? I guess that probably matters a lot to some people. But yeah, so this is what I got. It's a 6-foot tall tree. So I guess we should set it up. We should. Like, there's no reason to wait. Like, there's no reason to wait. That's what my whole speech was about, right? Okay, the other thing that I was going to mention is that a tradition, because I mentioned traditions, that I've always like really liked the idea of is like getting a new ornament every year based on that year. So like for 2020, a lot of people got like toilet paper ornaments, which my mom was like, I would never, that's so stupid. Or like a mask, you know, like, or like a COVID-19, like the little, what the virus actually looks like. Obviously, it doesn't have to be quite so dramatic, but like something personal to you throughout that year that represents that year. I've loved that idea for so long, but I've always put it off and been like, no, that should really be something I do when I have like a partner. It's like, screw that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not waiting. So I don't know if I'll find an ornament this year. Would have to think. I don't know. But even if I don't have a ton of ornaments, that's okay. Like, that's okay. We can build up to that in the coming years, right? So let's set this baby up. This isn't where the tree is gonna stay, but it is near a plug. I want to see what the lights look like. So let's do it right here. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Aww. How cute. Like, I love that they're not white. They're like glowy gold. I really like that. Look at how cute. Oh, this makes me so happy. I'm obsessed. Look at how beautiful it is. It's so cute. Another thing I got that I forgot to show you are these little like scented things that you hang on the fake tree so that it smells like a real tree. It comes with 6. How many weeks are there until Christmas? So there is just about 6 weeks until Christmas. So if I use 1 every week, it will last until Christmas because they don't last super long. I've gotten these before. So I am down again. I love looking at my tree though. It's absolutely beautiful, and I don't have any desire to like decorate it right away because one, I don't want to get out all of the Christmas stuff of my family's. So I'm just taking it easy, slow, like duh. There's still 6 weeks until Christmas. But it's so beautiful. Okay, so it's Thursday, which means it's been about a week of consistently working out. And I will say I do see some improvement. I'm still only going about 10 minutes, but in the last couple of days, I can do 10 minutes without really like stopping at all. I just immediately move on to the next thing. Whereas before I'd have to like just walk around and like breathe. But now I'm able to just keep going for the full 10 minutes without really resting at all. And really the thing with me is like my dizziness. Like I'm so afraid that my dizziness is just gonna get worse and worse and worse. So once I start feeling dizzy, that's when I'm like, okay, push through a little bit, but then you gotta stop. So anyway, we'll see. I just really want to get strong, you know, support my body. I have my first therapy appointment today with my new therapist, so I'll let you know how that goes. And yeah. So I had my first appointment with my new therapist and it went well. I really like her. So my previous therapist was an atheist, which is cool. She's like open to things, but like I could tell that she was an atheist. Which is fine. I didn't have any issues, but I've had this desire for like the last year or so. Like I wanted someone like a therapist, a little bit older, who's also spiritual. And I have a feeling that I will get that from this new therapist. I think I mentioned when I last talked about it that I had spotted like a Tibetan singing bowl in her background. This is if you don't know what a Tibetan singing bowl is. I love these. They're absolutely beautiful. So anyway, I had noticed that she had one in the background of her video. Okay, cool. That's a good sign. And then just from talking to her today, after I was like open with the fact that I'm spiritual and I'm really interested in like certain things, she mentioned that she's open to a lot. And like she had mentioned, she's like, I have crystals. I like crystals. I don't necessarily think that I can like feel the energy from them, but when I look at them, I see that they're beautiful and I like to have them around. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then like towards the end of our session where I was like, I basically caught her up on a lot of things. Like, here's just a lot of what I've experienced and things I'm working on, you know? And so by like towards the end of it, we didn't really get into why she asked this, but she did ask like, she's like, okay, now I feel comfortable asking you because of things that you have said, but I don't normally ask this kind of thing. And I was like, what is she gonna ask? But she asked if I've done any like past life regression exercises or meditations or anything like that. And I have. I've done a past life regression hypnotherapy session, and then I've also done some other things regarding past life. And the thing with me, and I said this to her, I was like, I'm 100% sure I've also mentioned this in videos before, but like I don't necessarily like fully believe in anything, but I'm open to all of it. Like I find it all so fascinating and I want to experience all of it and I want to talk about it and I love all this kind of stuff, you know? So for her to like mention that, I was like, yeah, actually I have. I didn't ask her and she didn't really expand on like why she asked me that, but so anyway, it's just cool because I feel like her and I are more evenly matched on that level than my old therapist and I were. Because my old therapist was very much like an atheist about things, which is totally cool. No big deal. But I don't know, it's just kind of cool. As I'm like talking to her though, I'm like getting so emotional about things, and I'm like, why do I just continue to be emotional about things? But I guess that's why I'm in therapy, to work through this stuff and to hopefully find some way to process life. I don't think I showed you guys what it looks like at nighttime. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, 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 pretty. I love it. I'm glad I did it. It makes me happy. And when it gets closer to Christmas, like after Thanksgiving, my idea is to put my tabletop tree right there, and then I have a smaller one to go there. Though I do like how that is set up. I'll show you that later, maybe tomorrow when it's light, and I'll show you what I put right there too when it's light out. But yeah, I love it. Okay, so you know how I bought this little pot at Target the other day? And it's just so cute and wintry. So I was at the grocery store today and I saw this cypress tree. What? So he's gonna, I'm gonna plant like a little Christmas tree inside this. And then when the season is over, I'll replant him into something a little bit bigger because I think he's just about too big for... This is also a cute little tin, but it's not... He's not going to be happy in this tin. But maybe I will use this tin for something else Christmassy. But yeah, he's such a cute little... He's such a cute little guy. I don't have any idea. I just looked at myself for the first time. A little wing happening here. I have no idea how he's gonna grow. But the thing on the bottom does say that you can plant it in a pot. Because I mean, obviously it's supposed to be an outdoor plant. All plants are meant to be outdoors, but that specifically would probably continue to grow into like a big tree. But if you want to keep it like small and in a pot, you just gotta trim it, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. I'm so dizzy today. I started my period yesterday, and if I hadn't had 2 coworkers call out already, I wouldn't have gone in. So I went in just long enough for my other coworkers to go on their lunch breaks. And then once everyone was back from lunch, I peaced out because yesterday I was mostly just like in so much pain from cramps and like just generally just feeling gross, and I just didn't want to be there. And then today I normally have today off, and I'm glad I do because I'm just so dizzy today. So anyway, thanks for coming along with me this week. I appreciate it, and I hope you're all doing well. Be safe, be well. I hope you find ways to enjoy your life, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Wait, really quick, happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate. Like, happy getting together with people that you like, hopefully. Hopefully that's how your Thanksgivings go. Or if you're by yourself, find ways to enjoy it. My youngest nephew is quarantined for 2 weeks because a kid in his class tested positive for COVID. So we won't be seeing my sister and her side of the family. So be safe, and I get it, and I'm on board with it because even though we're all vaccinated, anyway. So we'll see. Be safe, be well. I hope you find ways to enjoy your life. I'm hoping that you enjoy this holiday, and if you don't, it's just one day. It's just one day. That's all it is. It's just another day. So, see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.